I was, that was the day that I had not gone with my parents to Longville to look at the trees and pecans and the cows. I stayed home to have a group. We were going to do an octet. It was the first time I was 14, it was ninth grade. And I made the mistake of not cleaning up the ice cream dishes after my guests left. So my father came home, and my mother and my brothers, and he got on to me for not cleaning up the mess, so I washed the dishes. And then when we were watching, my brother and I were watching TV, my little brothers, and all of a sudden we heard my mother scream, and we all went to the back bedroom, and my father was on the floor. So my mother said, "Go get Uncle Joe." My uncle lived across the street. And I went to Uncle Joe. My older brother, Pat, actually tried to revive him, and we figured he was having a heart attack. So when I got to Uncle Joe's, he wasn't there, but his housekeeper phoned him, and I talked to him on the phone, and I kept waiting for him to come and waiting for the ambulance to come. And I got him on the phone and talked to him and said, "I think Daddy's had a heart attack. I need you to come." And he said, "I'll meet you. I'll meet him at the hospital." So I went back across the street, and at that point the ambulance had gotten there, and they brought Daddy out, and his eyes were still open, but I knew he was dead. At that point, though, my mother and my brother went in the ambulance with him to the hospital, and I was in charge of my little brothers, and we got on the floor and did the rosary and prayed it for hours until my cousin knocked on the door and said, I went to the door and opened it, my older cousin, and I asked her, I said, Daddy had a heart attack, he's at the hospital. And she said, "I know, honey, your daddy died." And that was the end. I thought at that point in my life that I would never hurt again, that I would never love anybody as much as I loved my father, and I would never, ever be hurt like that again.